We're in the SGA office, and today's segment, we're going to do a listen about the brief history of the European colonization of Africa. And while we're setting this up, we're going to give you a poem related called Truth or Poet or Truth Be Told while we're setting up this video. I was a king in a land beautiful and blessed.
Ours, the scramble for Africa. Colonization was motivated by the European hunger for African resources. The subsequent exploitation of the African people and the uprooting of their spiritual values by Christian missionaries would leave a permanent European stamp on the continent.
I could see peace, love, joy, unity, and happiness.
The mindset is the barbarians are backward and inferior, and for their own benefit, we have to uplift them and civilize them and educate them and so on. The psychology behind it is kind of transparent. I mean, when you've got your boot on someone's neck and you're crushing them, you can't say to yourself, I'm a son of a bitch, and I'm doing it for my own benefit. So what you have to do is figure out some way of saying, I'm doing it for their benefit. And that's a very natural position to take when you're beating somebody with a club.
Britain cut the largest piece of African cake from Cairo to Cape Town, in addition to Nigeria and a few West African regions. It was also the British Empire that in 1894 imposed an arbitrary boundary around the many diverse ethnic groups and kingdoms that would make up Uganda. The southern Bantu-speaking people were given economic, political, and educational advantage. The northern ethnic groups, two in particular, the Acholi and the Langi, were the main recruits for military and police positions. By exploiting linguistic, ethnic, and cultural differences between the peoples of the North and South, Britain's divide and rule policies created a tension between them that helped maintain British rule. The French took an east-west slice of the continent as well as Madagascar. The Belgians took Rwanda, Burundi, and the Congo in what Joseph Conrad called the vilest scramble for loot that ever disfigured the history of human conscience. Slave labor took over 5 million lives. In Rwanda, Belgium entrenched the idea of the Hutu as a workforce and the Tutsi as extenders of Belgian rule. The politicization of these two cultures would profoundly contribute to the genocide of 1994. In Sudan, the British ruled the Arabs in the north and the blacks in the south as separate colonies, only to combine the areas before independence in 1956. The result has been relentless civil war, the Darfur massacres being the latest tragedy. The Portuguese decimated Angola, Mozambique, and Guinea-Bissau well into the 1970s. The Italians took Libya, Eritrea, and Somalia. The Germans added Cameroon and Tanzania and committed the first genocide of the 20th century against the Herero people.
There we go. You see that great exhibit. Let me see that great exhibit.
Yeah.
No colonial power is going to succeed unless it's going to play on existing divisions and sharpen them, increase them, exacerbate them. So one of the first questions after the end of colonialism is who belongs and who doesn't. Who was part of the colonial struggle and who betrayed. And this is time to settle scores.
Very good segment right here in the SGA office. Part of our transparency, engagement, and enhancement survey that we're doing here in the SGA for our oversight committee, which is the students, which are the customers. And we've had a very good treat today. We had our brother Lou come in to the office and to contribute the information, to give us for the video that you just enjoyed. And he has a class coming up, as he has several classes ongoing here. And this particular one is called Bamboozled. It will be in 2 sessions, Wednesday, December the 11th, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Okay? Lectures by Professor DeWitt Williams, Brother Anu, Analytical Critical Thinking Solutions will be presented. Again, Wednesday, December 11th, select a session, 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. There will be a special focus on the impact of slavery on the state of mind, African heritage people. This will be a priority focus, the study, teaching of African heritage history, the old adage, seek the truth, and the truth will set you free. Registration fee, $26. Register as soon as possible. Jacoby Dickinson Athletic Center, Chicago State Option for Learning. 2nd floor, room 201. For more information, 773-995-4426. And I'm sure you've seen the professor around campus, and he will be doing that lecture. And it is very important, let me reiterate, very important that you attend this series of lectures that the professor is providing. He is a legend. Let me say that again, a legend in our midst. The information that you receive in this particular lecture series is invaluable. This is basic, foundational information for people of African heritage descent. And this has been your Senator, Dan Edward Knight Sr. And we're right here in the SGA office in the Cordell Reed building, 2nd floor, west side of the building, room 268S. Stop in anytime, as we will be doing transparency television shows on YouTube, so you can know what's happening in and around our university. And we will talk to you on the next segment.